What if you could build a solid, heirloom quality piece of furniture without a single power tool, screw, or blueprint? The Amish do it every day. In a world dominated by fast furniture and shortcuts, their time-tested techniques stand in quiet defiance. From hand-selecting local hardwoods to assembling perfectly fitted joints without nails, this process isn't just craftsmanship, it's tradition, skill, and patience carved into every detail. In this video, you'll step inside the world of Amish furniture making and see how they create durable, beautiful pieces, sometimes in less than 30 minutes. No noise, no machines, just precision, purpose, and generations of experience. You won't believe how it's done until you see it for yourself. Simple design and efficient planning. Amish furniture is known for its simple, functional designs. These aren't minimalistic for the sake of aesthetics. They're structured to enhance strength, reduce complexity, and improve overall build efficiency. The forms are timeless, often rooted in styles like Shaker or Mission, which emphasize clean lines and practical proportions. This design approach eliminates the need for ornate flourishes or excessive joints, allowing each piece to serve its purpose reliably and without unnecessary embellishment. Planning begins long before the first joint is assembled. Amish craftsmen often rely on blueprints passed down through generations or commit specific designs to memory. Measurements are carefully marked, and components are cut in advance. This level of preparation ensures the construction process moves forward smoothly without delays or second guessing. Every step is thought through, reducing wasted motion and allowing for focused, uninterrupted work. This straightforward approach also reduces potential sources of error. Fewer joints and cuts mean fewer opportunities for misalignment. When working with valuable hardwoods, this efficient design philosophy ensures each board is used wisely. Material waste is kept to a minimum, and the integrity of the wood is preserved throughout. Efficiency in Amish workshops is not about speed, it's about consistency. This clarity of process ensures that each piece of furniture is as structurally sound as it is visually balanced. The result is a finished product that is not only durable and functional, but also reflects the calm precision of its makers. By emphasizing preparation and practicality in the design phase, Amish craftsmen set the stage for a build process that is both thoughtful and highly effective. Choosing the right wood. In Amish furniture making, choosing the right wood is a critical first step that sets the tone for the entire process. The Amish prioritize high-quality hardwoods such as oak, cherry, maple, and walnut, each known for strength, durability, and visual appeal. These woods are not selected at random. Craftsmen examine each board for its grain pattern, moisture content, and structural integrity. The goal is to avoid future issues like warping or cracking and ensure the finished product stands the test of time. Oak is favored for its strength and visible grain, making it suitable for tables and cabinets. Cherry wood darkens with age, creating a deep, rich color that enhances its character over the years. Maple offers a smooth surface and subtle grain, while walnut brings dark, elegant tones often reserved for statement pieces. Amish often use locally sourced timber, maintaining a close connection to their environment and ensuring sustainable practices. Wood preparation begins before any construction. Boards are inspected for knots, cracks, or uneven drying. Amish craftsmen often use their own sawmills or rely on trusted local ones. Drying is essential, and improperly cured wood is never accepted. By carefully selecting and preparing each plank, the Amish ensure that the furniture they build is not only visually appealing, but structurally sound. This attention to detail in the earliest stage reflects their broader philosophy of patience, precision, and long-term value. Every board used has already passed a rigorous test of quality and is selected with decades of use in mind. The process respects both the material and the craft, forming a strong foundation for the work that follows. Drying and preparing the wood. Once the appropriate wood is selected, the next essential step in Amish furniture making is drying and preparation. This process ensures that each board is stable, balanced, and ready for construction without risk of shifting or warping over time. The Amish use both traditional and modern drying methods, depending on the resources available in their community. Air drying is one of the oldest and most trusted techniques. Boards are stacked in a sheltered, ventilated area for several months to naturally reduce moisture content. This gradual method maintains the wood's integrity and is preferred when time permits. Alternatively, Amish craftsmen use kiln drying, a process involving a heated chamber that speeds up moisture removal under controlled conditions. Though more modern, kiln drying is done without sacrificing the quality or authenticity of the wood. It is particularly useful in humid climates where air drying alone may not be sufficient. Once the wood is properly dried, it is carefully prepared for building. Each board is examined again for surface flaws or internal inconsistencies. Tools such as hand planes and scrapers are used to smooth the surfaces and square the edges. The goal is to produce clean, uniform components that will fit together seamlessly. Precision during this stage reduces errors during assembly and minimizes material waste. No step in this process is rushed. By focusing on proper drying and preparation, the Amish ensure the structural integrity of the finished product. This stage acts as the bridge between raw material and usable component, and it reflects the discipline and care inherent in their approach to craftsmanship. The result is a set of boards that are not only strong and stable, but also ready to become lasting, functional pieces of furniture. Assembly with accuracy. Assembly in Amish furniture making is a highly organized process that brings together all the carefully prepared components. Before any glue is applied, a dry fit is performed to ensure every part aligns properly. This rehearsal step allows the craftsman to identify and resolve any slight imperfections before final assembly begins. Once confirmed, high-quality wood glue is used to bond the joints, and wooden pegs are inserted where needed to reinforce the structure. Clamps are used to maintain even pressure across all joints while the glue sets. These clamps, often made from wood or metal, are carefully positioned to hold everything in place without damaging the surfaces. The drying time may vary depending on the size of the piece, but it is never rushed. During this stage, the craftsman monitors alignment and adjusts pressure as necessary to ensure a stable bond. Amish builders do not rely on modern tools during assembly. Instead, they use traditional methods and hand tools to ensure complete control over the process. This manual approach avoids the risk of over-tightening or mechanical error, preserving the integrity of both the materials and the workmanship. Once the glue is cured and the clamps are removed, the piece becomes a cohesive unit. There are no gaps or mismatches. Every component is securely attached and properly aligned. The outcome is a solid, balanced structure that reflects the precision of its assembly. This phase marks the transition from a collection of parts to a fully constructed item, ready for finishing. The methodical and controlled assembly process plays a key role in ensuring the long-term reliability and strength. Traditional joinery techniques. Amish craftsmen rely on joinery methods that have been passed down for generations. These techniques eliminate the need for screws, nails, or metal fasteners, instead focusing on precision cuts that allow wood pieces to interlock naturally. Among the most commonly used joints are dovetail, mortise and tenon, and finger joints. Each method is designed to create a secure connection that maintains stability through years of use. Dovetail joints are typically found in drawers and corners. They feature interlocking pins and tails cut at angles, which hold together tightly without glue or hardware. Mortise and tenon joints are widely used for structural connections. One piece is carved to form a protruding tenon that fits snugly into a recessed mortise in the adjoining piece. These joints are often reinforced with glue and wooden pegs for added strength. Finger joints are also used, particularly for larger panels, offering a stable, interlocking structure that distributes stress evenly. These joinery techniques are effective because they allow the wood to expand and contract naturally with environmental changes. This flexibility prevents cracking and loosening over time, making the furniture more durable than many mass-produced alternatives. The fit of each joint must be precise, and achieving this with hand tools requires skill and concentration. The result is furniture that doesn't rely on hidden fasteners or synthetic adhesives. Instead, its strength comes from the way the wood itself is shaped and assembled. This approach creates a finished product that's not only strong and stable, but also visually seamless. Joinery is at the heart of Amish furniture construction, combining structural intelligence with aesthetic simplicity in a way that continues to stand the test of time. Hand carving and decorative elements. After the primary structure is assembled, the Amish may incorporate hand-carved elements to enhance the piece. While many items maintain a minimalist profile, certain furniture types, especially heirloom pieces, receive subtle design features that reflect the craftsman's individual touch. These decorative elements are carved directly into the wood using hand tools such as chisels, knives, and gouges. The designs are typically modest, often including floral patterns, beveled edges, or gently textured surfaces. These carvings may serve a purely aesthetic purpose or offer subtle functionality, such as grip enhancements on handles or visual balance to the piece's overall shape. Unlike mass-produced furniture, where carvings are often stamped or machined, every detail here is made by hand, one line at a time. Precision is essential. Each cut must be deliberate and controlled to avoid blemishes or inconsistencies. The craftsman's skill and experience determine not only the visual appeal of these features, but also their integration into the broader design. The goal is to enhance, not overwhelm. Carvings should appear natural, an extension of the wood's form rather than an add-on. Once the carving is complete, the surface is lightly sanded again to ensure that transitions between carved and flat surfaces are smooth and continuous. This step also removes any tool marks and prepares the surface for finishing. These carved details contribute to the uniqueness of every piece. No two are exactly alike, as each design is influenced by the grain, shape, and dimensions of the wood. Though often subtle, these elements reflect the time and care invested into each item. They demonstrate not only the technical ability of the craftsman, but also a deep respect for the material and the tradition it represents. Staining and oil finishing. Finishing begins once the surface is sanded and all carvings are completed. Amish fuse natural stains and oils to enhance the wood's character and provide long-term protection. Rather than covering the grain, these finishes are meant to deepen the natural color, highlight features such as knots and swirls, and bring out a warm, organic tone. The staining process is done by hand. A soft cloth or brush is used to apply the finish evenly, allowing the craftsman to control coverage and consistency. The most commonly used substances include linseed oil, tung oil, and hand-mixed blends that sometimes incorporate beeswax. These materials are chosen for their low toxicity, durability, and ability to penetrate the wood rather than merely sitting on the surface. Each coat is allowed to dry completely before the next is applied. Depending on the desired richness and tone, multiple coats may be used. This step-by-step process ensures the finish is built up gradually, enhancing depth and protection without creating a glossy or synthetic appearance. The application is not rushed. Uniform coverage is essential to prevent blotching or streaks. During drying, the furniture is kept in a clean, dust-free area to avoid imperfections in the final layer. The purpose of this finish goes beyond appearance. It protects the furniture from moisture, stains, and daily wear. Because the finishes are absorbed into the wood, they maintain breathability, allowing the piece to adjust to environmental changes without cracking or warping. This stage reinforces the overall philosophy of Amish craftsmanship: careful work, traditional materials, and an enduring result. A properly finished piece not only looks complete, but is fully sealed, conditioned, and ready for everyday use. Final polishing. After the staining process is complete, the furniture receives a final polishing to bring out its full appearance and tactile quality. This step involves gently applying a soft mixture of oil and wax using a cloth or brush, followed by hand buffing to a subtle sheen. Unlike synthetic lacquers or high-gloss finishes, this polishing technique emphasizes the natural characteristics of the wood without altering its texture. The purpose of polishing is twofold. It enhances the wood's visual depth, enriching the colors and grain patterns, and it adds a protective barrier against dust, moisture, and light physical contact. The wax component helps repel liquids, while the oil keeps the wood nourished and prevents it from drying out over time. Care is taken to avoid over-application. Too much polish can result in buildup or an artificial appearance. Instead, the craftsman applies the polish sparingly and evenly, building up the luster gradually through repeated light passes. The result is a soft, matte to satin finish that looks refined and feels smooth to the touch. This step, though quiet and often overlooked, is essential to the overall quality of the furniture. It completes the transformation from raw material to finished piece. The final polish also serves as a point of inspection, where the craftsman reviews the entire item for any last details that need adjustment. Polishing ties together every previous phase of the process. It confirms that the wood has been properly handled, finished, and preserved. When done correctly, the result is a surface that is as pleasant to feel as it is to see, offering both beauty and protection that will last for many years to come. Every board, every joint, and every brush of oil tells a story, one rooted in discipline, craftsmanship, and deep respect for the material. Amish build isn't just furniture, it's legacy. Watching their process reminds us that speed doesn't always equal quality, and tradition still has a place in a modern world. If you found this glimpse into their remarkable method fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Could you live in a world without power tools, or do you think the old ways might still be the best ways?